Hello, I'm Marcus Boston. Quick video today, and we're going to discuss HIE and seizures, but we're going to talk about it from the context of individuals who are wondering whether the seizure activity can be the result of a brain injury. So we're going to talk about it from that standpoint. And the reason why I want to speak on this is because this is a question that families will present to us, especially when their baby has just recently suffered a traumatic brain injury and they're new to all of this and they're trying to put the pieces together. And so if this is you, if you're new to everything, I'm going to quickly explain what is HIE and what are we talking about with HIE. HIE is hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, okay? And so in our context, that is going to be a reduced level of blood and oxygen, which can lead to a brain injury. Now, there can be multiple causes of the reduction in blood and oxygen. There could be placenta issues. There could be uterine issues. There could be compression of the umbilical cord. There could be genetic or developmental things that are in place. These things can cause a reduction in blood and oxygen. And when mom is going through labor and delivery, on that end, they will use, or medical professionals will use, the electronic fetal heart monitor to help be able to assess how well a baby is tolerating a vaginal delivery and whether there are blood and oxygen issues that are present. And so that's that HIE piece. Now, when we move to the seizures and how some families can see this, especially following a brain injury and there's been a possible HIE diagnosis or a differential diagnosis that's dealing with HIE. The seizures can start a little bit after birth, after delivery. And so sometimes parents will notice them. That it can happen either in the NICU or these seizures can happen a little bit down the line. But on the seizure aspect, seizures, for our definition, how we're working with seizures today, is going to be some type of abnormal brain activity. And in some cases, you can have seizures and there's no traumatic brain injury. You can have seizures and that are not the result of an injury to the brain. But you can also have seizures that are the result of a traumatic brain injury. So for example, if you've got swelling in the brain, these types of things can cause problems. Or if you've got bleeding in the brain, these types of issues, when they're present, they can lead to seizure activity. So for parents who contact us and they're wondering, my baby has suffered seizures. Yes, sometimes in some instances, babies can suffer seizures a little bit down the line because of the traumatic brain injury. So I just want to take a quick moment today to talk with you about this, because we do have families that contact us and they have questions about that seizure activity. That gets them questioning a lot of things because their baby is suffering seizures, and now they're just trying to find out more answers. So if you're in this boat and you're new to everything, you've got an HIE diagnosis, you have questions about what either caused the HIE or what caused the brain injury, or were there things that were missed during labor and delivery, which may have led to a traumatic brain injury and now the seizure activity. If you have these types of questions, there's a telephone number down below. I invite you to go ahead and pick up the phone and call me. I talk with families all the time about these issues. HIE, which is what we talked about today, seizures, cerebral palsy, MAS, shoulder dystocia, a whole host of issues, brachial plexus injuries. This is what we do. We help families with these types of issues. One more thing before I go. I practice law here in the state of Maryland, and if you are not in Maryland, because this video is on the internet, and you contact us, just understand that if this is something that we think that we can assist you with, we have to use co-counsel or local counsel, and that means an attorney in your state, and that's something that we will help you with. But we have to use co-counsel or local counsel if you contact us and you're not in Maryland. So I just want to make sure that you understand that aspect of things. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group, LLC. We will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.